Happy summer, yappers! Today's episode is all about The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2. We break down all of the plot points between Belly and Jeremiah, as well as Belly and Conrad, that crossword, identify some key differences between the books and the show, and talk through all of the Easter eggs that Jenny Han has blessed us with so far this season. Oh, and let the record show, we are Team Conrad in this household. Let's get into it, yappers.
Hello, fellow yappers. I'm Ruchi.
And I'm Shalini, and we're your hosts of Binge, Yap, Repeat.
We're two best friends who spend an embarrassing amount of time binge watching TV, and honestly, we just need to talk about it. If you're here, we're guessing you do too.
Fair warning, this is a spoiler-friendly zone. We will be discussing lots of spoilers. So, if you haven't watched the show yet, hit pause, go binge, and come back when you're ready to yap with us.
And now, it's yap time.
Hi, yappers. Welcome to another episode of Binge, Yap, Repeat. I am joined today by my dear friend, Alyanna. She and I are actually co-workers, and in 2023, we were working together on a project, and we bonded over our obsession with The Summer I Turned Pretty. So I thought, who better to bring on as a guest for our Summer I Turned Pretty series? Welcome, Alyanna.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be on the show. I've been a fan for a while. And also, I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, but I feel like I'm the one who told you to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty. Maybe not.
We talked about season 2 together, but I think I had maybe decided not to watch season 2 or something, and you were like, no, you have to watch it. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. And season 2, I'm sure we'll talk about it, but like season 2 was so different from season 1 tone-wise, and also I feel like everyone just kind of leveled up. Like the acting, the script was a lot better, a lot less cringy. So you picked a good season to get back into it, or like you picked a good season not to stop watching.
Yeah, I agree. And I remember, I guess going back to season 2, I remember because the episodes came out one by one, I was like, oh, the season just like feels different. It feels so dark and not a lot
It doesn't
happens
feel like
each
summer.
episode. Yeah, it doesn't feel like summer. But then in preparation for this season, I went back and re-binged seasons 1 and 2. And I thought season 2 actually flowed so much better as a binge than like a week by week episode thing.
Yeah, I agree. And I also did the same exact thing. I rewatched both. But I think season 1 it all came out at once because it was a new show. And then because it was so popular, they decided to do season 2. But I feel like they did a good job with season 2, the rollout. I think they did like the first 3 episodes all released on the first day and then weekly. But of course the first 3 episodes, it's like you catch up on the timeline. It's like Belly and Conrad at prom, and I'm like, I can't wait. I need to know what happens next. So
I know.
I'm not ready for this season. No
Yeah.
one's ready. And I read the books, and I'm not ready. So
That's right. Yes. Okay. I was going to ask you about just your history with The Summer I Turned Pretty. So you have read the books. You've read all of them.
yes. So I started watching. It was funny because it's kind of a full circle moment. I started watching it when I first moved into my apartment with my roommate in New York, and we were watching like on the floor, phone stand, like no furniture, and then we got obsessed with it. And it became this whole huge thing. And now for the last season, it's just when we moved out. So we're like, oh my gosh, we're not watching it together. And it's summer. Like we were trying to coordinate, like maybe we can watch the finale or something together. But after last season, season 2, that horrible ending, because of course I'm Team Conrad. Like that ending, I was like, I cannot wait 1 year to know how this ends. Like I cannot wait. And good thing I didn't because of SAG-AFTRA. We had to wait 2 years for it. So I read all of the books like that week because I was like, I just have to know. So that's why I read the books. I didn't even read the books before the show came out. It was just like, I cannot wait. I need to know. And I was happy with how it ended. Is all I'll say.
Okay. Okay,
Hmm.
interesting.
But who knows what Jenny Han will do? Because maybe Belly will choose herself, and I'm shutting the TV off if she does. Like, absolutely not.
No, literally same. I was reading stuff that about how Jenny Han was saying that the ending no one can expect, or like no one will expect the actual ending to the show. And I was
Oh
like,
my
"What?
God, don't say
How could it
that.
be that different? It's either Conrad or Jeremiah or neither." And I feel like I'll be upset if it's anyone but Conrad. I will admit, rewatching season 2, I actually started becoming team Jeremiah. I think.
Don't say it. But I get it. I get it, but don't say it.
I know. I know. I was actually quite ashamed, but I think in season 2 they just I think that's what the viewer is supposed to feel a little bit. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen or if you haven't read the books, you're supposed to feel that like, okay, Conrad was not giving Belly what she needs, but Jer is
Mm-hmm.
kind of the steady, happy, like
Oh
positive force that
no, you're
she's
calling him Jer. You're on the
oh
wrong
no.
side, Shalini. No,
Oh
no,
no.
but that's totally what it is. I feel like like the first book, you kind of get to know them as like the two families and all the characters. Like you don't really, I guess you can find a team, but it's not really like a strong way on each side. The
Yeah, and they
second
barely
book,
honestly show Jeremiah that much in season 1. It's like all about
yeah,
Conrad.
exactly. And then episode 2. Book 2, it's more Jeremiah because it's like I think they have this friendship and he's what she needs at the time. Like she feels so rejected. And I think for some of the wrong reasons too, that's why she ends up with Jeremiah because she's like, I just can't go through rejection and I want to be close to someone who cares about me. So it makes so much sense. And I think Conrad knows like he's not ready emotionally to be with her, even though he cares so much about her. But book three's Conrad is all I'm gonna say. It's a lot of Jeremiah too, but I would say you get a lot more perspective from Conrad. And in the book, at a point, it is from his POV. So I'll see if he gets an episode. I would love to hear him like narrating. That would be really cool this season.
Oh, amazing. Okay, okay. I'm excited for that. I feel like that's very possible because in season 2 we got a Jeremiah POV episode.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. Um, okay, well, let's get started. So today we are yapping all about The Summer I Turned Pretty season 3, episodes 1 and 2 that just dropped this past Wednesday, July 16th. So far this season, we've seen a time jump of about 4 years since the end of season 2. So Belly is now finishing her junior year at Finch. Jeremiah is a senior who is not graduating, and Conrad is a first year med student at Stanford. We find out that Belly and Conrad haven't really seen each other much since season 2, aside from the occasional family reunion and a stealthy Christmas hang, and that she and Jeremiah have been pretty much going strong for basically 4 years. We do find out that on a spring break trip, Jeremiah cheated on Belly with a girl named Lacey, and that Steven has been in a serious car accident after a fight with Taylor. Alyanna, what were your overall thoughts for these 2 episodes?
I think they did a great job. There are some differences from the books, which I was really surprised about. But
Mm.
overall, I really enjoyed it. I feel like you said, season 2 felt different in a lot of ways. Like it was darker because Susanna died, but also it wasn't summer. Like a lot of it was during the school year. It was a lot during the winter. So this felt like summer again, and I feel like it'll feel more like that when or if they go back to cousins. So I really liked how it was just like a different tone. I think Lola Tongue is beautiful. So I'm like, thank God they no more no makeup Belly, no more depressed Belly. She looks so good. I know season 2, she's a beautiful girl with or without it, but I was like, she's glowing. And it was so
Yeah,
good to
actually, can
just
we talk about that a little bit? So in season 2, I
yeah,
remember seeing something about this too. Do you think they intentionally changed her makeup to look like a little more washed out, a little
they
more just
did.
depressed, and like not the bright and sunny Belly we remember from season 1?
Exactly, they did. And I completely get it. But I would it's just so funny. It was such a big trend on social media where they're like, give her some chapstick, like give her a lip gloss, please. Like I get it, she's depressed, but you know, well, she definitely is back to life now. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
And I felt really good about the 2 episodes. I feel like it was very similar to the books in the most important ways, maybe barring one, which I'm not sure how that's gonna flesh out. But I also think the acting was great. Like, it was so great seeing the time jump, seeing how everyone's doing. Um, and so yeah, I would say overall I really liked it. And we're gonna definitely talk about all the Taylor Swift references, of course, but I was just personally hoping, like, Jenny Han, you have to use Lacey by Olivia Rodrigo. Like, you have to use it. And she did. She listened. I'm sure as soon as it came out, she already had it in her mind. But yeah, I was happy about a lot of like the music choices as well.
Yeah, totally. Okay, I want to double click on the book differences you were talking about. So, yeah, what were
Yeah.
those differences and how do you think they kind of shifted how the season is playing out?
One of the small differences that I was expecting is that she applied to study abroad in Paris because in the books it was supposed to be Spain. But I kind of expected it because season 2 in the very beginning, she's reading like Hunger Games in French. She's in French class. So I was like, okay, probably season 3, she's gonna apply to go to Paris. So that's a very small difference. Another difference is Taylor and Steven weren't together in the books. Like there was no
What?
relationship. I may be misremembering. If I'm wrong, do not crucify me.
Yeah, first let us know.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have a relationship in the books. Like, so I think the whole cheating aspect with Taylor and Steven was surprising to me, but also it made sense that that's a conversation with parallels between Jeremiah cheating on Belly. So that was another thing that I was kind of expect not expecting the cheating, but I was expecting there to be a continuation of their story, but I wasn't sure how it would lead into the car accident with Steven. The last big difference. Oh wait, I think one small difference again. Conrad in therapy. I don't remember if that was in the books, but I think it makes so much sense. Like it makes sense also with the time jump and like how he is in this book. Makes so much sense. But the biggest difference was in the books. I think it was only maybe like a 2-year time jump. So Belly was a little bit younger. She was like a sophomore, so 1 year younger.
Hmm.
But Jeremiah was only a junior. Um, and in the books, they never had sex, which is kind of a big deal.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Did
So,
she still have sex with Conrad over Christmas?
mm-hmm. Yes, so that's why in the books, it's a big point of contention later on. Like, Jeremiah at some point finds out. And so he takes it very personally because he's like, my girlfriend she was with me longer than she was even with Conrad. And then she was intimate with him before being like, it's this whole thing in the books. And also ties into the cheating aspect as well. Like
Yeah.
it's like he cheated because, they weren't having sex the whole time they were dating. So I thought I was hoping she would keep it straight to the books because I feel like maybe it's because I'm a Jeremiah hater, but I'm like, it shows she was so in love with Conrad. She felt so rejected. And then she was like, okay, like after I gave this part of me to him, we broke up very soon after because it was like in December and then prom I think was very soon after.
Hmm.
Um so I thought it made a lot of sense in the books. But Jenny Han took it out and she showed it really early. She made it very clear from like the first 5 minutes. So yeah, what do you think about that? Because that's a big deal, I would
That
say.
is a huge difference. I think it definitely changes the psychology of Jeremiah's decision to cheat on
Mm-hmm.
Belly. Um, I also think it definitely changes Belly's psychology of like her choices and maybe shows kind of how comfortable she really felt with Jer or not
Mm-hmm.
comfortable, maybe. And yeah, I think okay, so it was a plot point that Jeremiah finds out that Belly had sex with Conrad but still refuses to have sex with him. I think that would have been a really interesting scene to see where it's this big
Mm-hmm.
reveal and he's like, "Wait, what? Like you're not even a virgin? What have we been waiting for?" And like yeah, and now that I'm
Exactly.
also a Jeremiah hater, I want to see that like terrible plot like come out.
Yeah, and I won't spoil it, but the way it comes out to like the setting in which it comes out, and how it involves Conrad is just like so so dramatic in the book. So I'm like, oh, we really missed out on that scene because then Conrad, what he does after, it's dramatic and it's like a big point of the book. Like the climax of the book comes right after that. So I'm just like, Jenny, what are you doing? Because I definitely think she wants to have surprises for the people who read the books as well. But yeah, I have no idea what she's gonna do. So we'll see.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Um, okay, yeah, let's talk a little bit about Belly and Jeremiah in general. So I feel like we see, let me know if you agree with this. I feel like we see them being super codependent.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and like she totally coddles him. I feel like actually he
Hmm.
treats her like a replacement Susanna.
That's such a
Where
good point. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, it's so codependent. Like it's hard to watch sometimes. Even from the very beginning, she's like, my mom was lucky she found Suzanne in college, but lucky for me, I already found my soulmate. Like already referring to Jeremiah as her soulmate. I guess that was what, about a year into the relationship at that point when she started
yeah.
college. But then Taylor even mentioned, she's like, you're always with Jeremiah. And she's basing so many decisions off of him. Like, it's hard to watch, but it's so true in a lot of college relationships. Like, you can just move so quickly and basically live together really soon. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, especially with how Belly's character was in season 2, where it just seemed like she just needed someone to be there for her, not necessarily someone that was good for her. Um, but yeah, I it's hard. It's a really hard watch for me, especially because like we've been watching these characters for so long, and I have certain attachments, and I'm like, Belly, stand up for yourself. Like, go to Paris, or don't base your decisions off of this boy who doesn't even take school seriously. Like, you're gonna base your academic decisions around him. I'm like, yeah, I don't
Oh
understand
my
it.
God. I know. And yeah, talking about him like not being committed to school at all. How do you go your entire 4 years without realizing you're not hitting your graduation requirements? Like, how
I
disconnected
know.
from your academics do you need to be for that to happen?
And he totally shrugs it off too. He's like, it's not a big deal, Dad. Like, I didn't see my email. Like, it speaks to his character though.
Totally. And when he tells Conrad, he says like his major changed requirements, and so he didn't hit them all. And it's like, no, if you
Hmm.
knew your major, you would know what the requirements were. It was that you didn't check when you changed majors. It's not that they changed requirements. Yeah. It's just like not taking accountability.
Exactly. Exactly. And I feel like that's another way they show the difference between Conrad and Jeremiah. And I feel bad because of course, there's like a complex between them where Jeremiah feels like Conrad's perfect and he's not.
Mhm.
Um, but it's also like when you use that as an excuse to continue to be that way, then it's completely on you. It's not anyone else's fault.
Yeah, totally. And the way he just like fishes for sympathy with Belly, and Belly gives in and she's like, I'm so sorry this happened. And it's like nothing
I
happened
know.
to him. He did this.
I know. And even I think I enjoyed a lot of Steven's scenes with Belly because he was very honest with her. He was like kind of going in on Jer and he's like, that's how he is. Like, why are you surprised? Um, and he also was upset that Belly didn't she was kind of coddling him, like you said. So Um, I really like that change in Steven. I feel like before he was a very non-serious character. He's like comedic relief. But I
Yeah.
feel like their relationship's gotten better over the years, and it was cute seeing them have their little dinner together as well.
Yeah, that was really sweet. Yeah, and it was also sweet how she like what well, I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but in the hospital when he finally wakes up, she like runs to him and wraps him in a hug. I was like, "Oh, this is
I
such a
know.
tender moment between siblings you don't really see tender moments from."
I know. It was really cute. And it was so funny their parents were I was laughing so hard. I was just like, of course this is gonna happen when he gets into an accident. Like, oh my gosh, Laurel's gonna be crazy in the next episode. But
Oh
yeah,
my God.
I'm enjoying the sibling bond for sure.
Yeah. Okay, when Jeremiah and Belly are talking about the fight that they had right before the Cabo trip. Um, and Jeremiah's like, "Oh, like we broke up, blah blah blah." I had such flashbacks to Logan
We were
and
on a break.
Rory.
Oh, I was
Oh,
thought you were talking about
also
Friends.
friends. Also friends, but yeah, like Logan and Rory being like, I thought we were broken up, blah blah blah. And Rory was like,
Mm-hmm.
we weren't broken up. You were broken up, you know? So yeah, that was one thing. And then
Yeah.
yeah, the friends parallel, definitely we were on a break. And then there was also this one scene after she takes her passport photo and she's like coming down the steps and she runs into Jeremiah and he is like begging for forgiveness, blah blah blah, and then gets down on both of his knees and he's like begging her to take him back and she says, "You're the one person I thought could never hurt me. And now you're
Mm-hmm.
the one that hurt me the most." That's exactly how the Ross and Rachel confrontation happens after he
Really?
yeah, like he's literally on both of his knees. He's hugging her like around her legs while he's begging to take for her to take him back. And she goes, "You were the one person I thought would never ever hurt me. And now all I can picture is you
Wow.
with her." And so I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know if it was intentional, but they like basically recreated that entire scene."
It could be intentional because I feel like Jenny Han's a big, romance girly and she loves to sprinkle references in the crossword, a reference to herself, if you saw that.
Yeah, wait,
Um,
okay, I do want to ask about that. But yeah, we can
yeah.
get to that. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was intentional because even there were some other little Easter eggs. Like there was a picture on Belly's wall of her and Jeremiah, and they were dressed as Laura Jean and Peter Kavinsky on Halloween in the exact same pose. They were like wearing clothes to look like them. So I feel like she did that on purpose.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good Easter egg. I totally missed that.
It upset me so much in the book. The whole like we were on a break, like you were not on a break. The fight was so silly. Like it was obviously his fault. Um,
Yeah. And the way she apologized at the end and was like, "I can see how you thought we were broken up. Like, I'm sorry for reacting the way I did."
no. That's why
No,
I'm like,
girl.
stand up, Belly, stand up.
Yeah. Yes. Also, uh, so you know how he bought her that like puka shell bracelet,
Oh
basically?
my gosh. Yeah.
I saw something on Reddit that was like, Conrad buys her this very nice infinity, like sterling silver necklace, not even when they're together. And then here we have Jarrett buying her a stupid fucking puka shell bracelet after
Yeah.
sleeping with someone else twice.
Yeah, and I didn't see if she was wearing like other noticeable jewelry. Like if he gave her a really nice necklace, I feel like she'd wear it all the time, just like the infinity necklace with Conrad, but that's what she was wearing. It shows that he's lazy, you know.
Yep.
But the whole like
Lazy.
we were on a break thing, um yeah, that would never fly. It doesn't matter. It's like even if you thought you were truly broken up, the first thing you do is sleep with someone, like no. It would be done.
I
It would be
know.
done. So,
Literally.
yeah, I think it's just like she's disregarding it because she's valuing like their history over what he did to her. And she is vulnerable with Steven. Like maybe if the car accident didn't happen, maybe she wouldn't have taken him back, but I feel like she would have at some point.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Also when after like the big blowout happens after she finds out he cheated, then you see the text that he sent her and he says, "I hate myself. Tell me what to do." And I'm like, this boy can't even like that this is another example of him treating her like his mom. He's like, "Please just tell me what to do." It's like, "No, figure out what the fuck to do." You don't need
Mm-hmm.
her, the girl you cheated on, to like write it out for you. Oh, that pissed me off so much.
Yeah, he's just so immature. Like there's no accountability. Like he could have, even if they didn't get back together or if they got back together, like he could have admitted like I was in a bad place. Alcohol was not an excuse, but I cheated on you and I'll do everything to make it up to you, but I don't deserve you anymore. Like something along those lines would be way
Yeah.
better than what he actually said to her. He was just
Yeah.
saying like love bombing her the entire time and just begging her to forgive him. It was just like, no, that's
No.
not enough. And if Conrad knew, oh my gosh, it would be over. He's like, I've been staying
I
away for how
know.
long? And you cheated on Belly? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I cannot wait for Conrad to find out, actually. I want to see what happens.
I can't wait to because I don't know how it's gonna look because it's gonna be different than the book, I assume, at least in one way. Maybe it could be similar to the book, which would be very dramatic. So we'll see. We'll see how
Mhm.
that comes out.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, also with the tell me what to do thing, it kind of reminded me of towards the end of season 2 when Jeremiah, and Conrad are all driving back from Cousins and they're on that road trip and Jeremiah turns to her and he's like, "Are you cold?" And she's like, "No, I'm fine." And then he's like, "Okay, whatever." And then Conrad just gives her his sweater without
Without
asking, his
even
brown
looking up.
sweater. Yeah, it's like, no, like just do what she needs. She's obvious. I think she was shivering. It's like she's obviously cold. Take action. Don't ask her. Ugh.
That's always
Yeah.
been a thing with them, though. It's like Jenny Han's always showing how her connection with Conrad is so just like easy and natural. Even like
Unspoken.
that whole car ride scene, even after with like her favorite snacks, like Conrad always knows what she wants. And then even when they were doing that late night study session, when they were throwing the McDonald's burgers, when he threw it to Jer, he kind of like hot potatoed it a little bit and then kind of caught it. And then Conrad didn't even look it up and he caught it. And it was so effortless. And that was like another way for her to show that. So that's throughout the whole
Whoa.
series, honestly. Jenny is Team Conrad. She likes to pretend. She threw in Delicate last season to give the Jeremiah fans a crumb, but she's always been Team Conrad. Like, I feel like from the beginning, it's very obvious. In the trailer
Yeah.
alone, the trailer Loving Him was red. Come on.
Yeah.
And Belly's wearing red in so many of the promo videos and pictures.
Oh yeah, that's true. She's a
And
red
obviously,
girly.
Christmas, of course, it's Christmas, but she was wearing like head to toe red when Conrad showed up at the door, and I was like, it's right
That's so
there.
true. Or what was it? Her pajama outfit that's like fully
Yeah.
red. Yeah.
Oh, that was so
Um,
cute. I can't wait to talk about that. I was like,
so
they're
cute.
feeding
Okay,
us.
wait,
They're
let me
feeding us
see.
after the gross montage with Jeremiah. I'm like, I don't want to see that.
Okay, let me see if there was anything else about Jer I wanted to talk. Jeremiah, not Jer,
Shalini,
that I wanted to talk about.
let him go.
Oh, one thing that I think I will say Belly has always been very good at is like standing up for herself in the moment when Jeremiah is trying to bring her into his drama with Conrad. Um, like in
hmm
season 2, I think, after the party, Jeremiah is like, "You're doing the same thing you always do, like you're giving up, just like you gave up Belly." And then she's like, "Don't use me to get at him." And then this season, he's saying like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not like perfect Conrad." And she's like, "Don't put your inferiority complex on me."
hmm
I'm glad she said
That was a
that. That
good
was like the
moment
one
for her.
moment she stood up for herself.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like exactly those two examples.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question for you.
Oh,
After your season 2 rewatch, because you said like you could see the Jeremiah appeal while you were watching. Do you feel like now knowing what he did in Cabo, does that change your opinion at all about him?
I think it does change my opinion. I do still think like in season 2 they showed Conrad to be like such an annoying little bitch, honestly, in so many scenes where he's like being
Mm-hmm.
really petty and like snarky and stuff. That I do think in season 2, I definitely think that Jeremiah was a made way more sense as a choice for her in season 2.
Yeah.
But I do think it just shows that Jeremiah as a character doesn't have a lot of depth or critical thinking. And like now, I think seeing how it plays in college where he cheats on her, it's just like, oh, he's always just living in the moment. He's not like cherishing memories with her. He's not thinking about the future with her. He's just kind of like always in the moment, which is maybe what she needed in
Mm-hmm.
season 2, but like definitely just isn't a good forever person.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And I totally agree. I think we talked about it, but season two, she just wanted someone to like be there for her, especially after Suzanne is like ripped from her life. And so was Conrad. And even though I always felt like their connection was easier and they have such a strong, her and Conrad had such a strong connection that you can see in so many different scenes. I could see Jeremiah really prioritized her, and I don't think she felt that from him in that moment.
Yeah.
But also Conrad, he doesn't want to disappoint anyone. He always holds it in. I'm like, don't hold it in. Tell her how you feel.
I know.
So it really, it's like it's true to their personalities. But I feel like season three and like the third book, you see how it changes over time, like how those behaviors before have changed, and now this is like who they are. But I feel like it's very telling. Boo,
Um,
Jeremiah, boo.
we hate you. Not Gavin though. Gavin, we love you.
Oh, but there's
Uh,
tea. There's tea with the cast. Because did you
what's the
see
tea
that
with the cast?
Gavin got married within the past year and he didn't
I
invite
did see.
any of the cast?
He didn't?
No. And also, um, they were doing some type of promo last year. I don't know if it was for the show or they were filming, but they were being interviewed and it just seemed like Lola and Chris were very uncomfortable around Gavin, and people think it's because he is a Trump supporter. Not to bring politics into the Yap podcast. But yeah, so I feel like because last year was just like there was so much going on in the world, and I think he made his stance very known, and Lola and Chris are like very like outspoken about being on the opposite side, so I think that's why there's tension. I haven't seen it in their promo yet this season, but I definitely there was like a really awkward interview from last year where it was very clear they were just sitting so far away from him. It was like, oh my gosh, you guys have to get it together for season three. But I don't see any of it now. Season three is good so far, but yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Oh my God. I
And
cannot
getting
believe
married
that.
and not inviting anyone. I feel like
Wow.
this is like your claim to fame and people you've worked with so many times. And they were so close season one and two. So yeah, I think
Wow.
that's probably why.
Damn, what happened? That reminds me, the actor that plays Christopher in Gilmore Girls is also like a huge misogynist Trump supporter.
No, Christopher,
I know.
why?
I know.
But not Luke.
I don't think Scott Patter I don't think we know what Scott Patterson's
Hmm.
opinions are. Well, maybe he's publicized them. I personally don't know,
Yeah.
but apparently I'm forgetting Christopher's real name, but yeah, he's made it very public. Like he's super
Um,
misogynistic.
it's like, do you even know what show you were on and what the
I
audience
know.
was?
I know. More reasons to
Crazy.
hate Christopher.
Exactly, exactly. I'm a big Christopher hater too. One thing that has annoyed me is I feel like the actors Lola and Gavin have so much chemistry. I'm like, can you guys tone it down when you make out? Because it's like so passionate each time, and I feel like that also feeds the Jeremiah like train. And I feel like Lola and Chris, like they're really good friends, but I feel like they're more respectful because he's
Mm.
had a girlfriend the entire time they've been filming, and Lola's really good friends with her. And the girlfriend kind of looks like her, if I do say so.
That's so funny because Gavin's wife looks like so similar to Belly
I know,
too.
I'm like, you guys casted it a little bit too well. And Chris Bryony's girlfriend's name is Isabella. It's like Belly. Yeah, I know.
Oh my God,
But
crazy.
that's something I've always noticed. Like their kisses have since season one have always been like super passionate. I'm like, season three, we need to see it. Like I need to see. I feel like they always have had really great chemistry together, but I want to see like more of that chemistry on screen because I feel like season three, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities where they spend time together, which you'll see. And I just like even though I feel like Jeremiah and Belly have had better like physical chemistry, at least from the show, the scenes that like make me kick my feet up and blush are always like Conrad and Belly when they're chatting. Like even season two, like the little moments they would have together would always be so cute, and all the flashbacks were so cute. Um, when I was watching the trailer, I felt more from that candy cane moment where he was at the door than all of the montages of Belly and Jeremiah. Like,
So
completely.
true.
It's such a big difference. So I'm really excited to see that. And I'm excited to see what they do with Jeremiah's character, because I do agree with you, like he can be a little bit one-dimensional, but there's no reason he should be, because there's like his family dynamic, his dynamic with his brother, his relationship with his mom, and like the role he's played in the group is kind of like cheering everyone up. So I feel like I'm excited to see what we see from him this season, even though I don't like him. I feel like acting wise, he could take really cool like choices and scenes.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm very excited to see. I can't wait for the fallout from all of this. All right, let's finally get into Belly and Conrad. Yay!
Yay! I can't wait.
Um, okay, so I guess their one big scene together was the Christmas scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess just overall thoughts. How did you feel about it? Let's get into it.
Uh-huh. I was so excited to see it ever since the trailer. Like I mentioned, like I just got butterflies when he's at the door with the candy cane. And then of course, like she's covered in chocolate and she's shocked. But I thought it was so sweet that they had those moments, and it was very innocent. But Belly was like, we spent the whole day together, but not together. But they did spend it together. They were like, it shows how comfortable they are. Like I feel like Jeremiah is very much the kind of person, he likes to fill silence. Like he finds silence to be awkward because he's such a like activities, you know, driven person. But Belly and Conrad, like they can just like be in a comfortable silence together. They can do their own thing. They can be independent in the same space, which is very telling that that's like a more healthy relationship, in my opinion. Um, and also the last time they were there at the same time was when they had sex, which is so crazy. Like when he was like, "Oh, maybe I should light a fire," and they had the brief flashback. I was like, the editors are actually diabolical for including that.
I
But
know.
that's what I would be thinking about too. It's like the last time we were here together was when I lost my virginity. Like that's such a huge deal. But I thought it was very sweet. And the text after when she was like locked up and with the little animation, I was just like, she's just keeping in how much that meant to her, and he's doing the same. But I thought they did it perfectly. Like that's how I would have wanted to see it from the books for sure.
Yeah, totally. I thought it was super realistic for both of their characters and their history for that to be like how that day went, and for both of them to be like courteous to each other, but obviously not wanting to be too close. So just kind of doing their own thing, but like
Mm-hmm.
light and fun. And yeah, I think it's absolutely shows how comfortable they can be in each other's presence without needing to fill silence. And I also think it was a great example of like what their future life could look like, kind of. Where they're just,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he's doing the crossword and she's watching a movie or reading a book or whatever. And just like how comfortable they are around each other. And
Because they're so
yeah,
nerdy too. And I feel like that's something maybe in other relationships, like their partner could make fun of. Like I could so see Jeremiah, like, stop reading, let's do something, but Belly is honestly, I would say, pretty introverted, and she loves like these specific activities. She seems just like so at peace. And Conrad's the same. So I felt like it shows like they're so compatible. I'm like, it's right there. You guys just look up. But yeah, I loved it. I loved every second of it. And I forget which movie they were watching, but when they were arguing on who should be with the lead actress in it, and I was like, oh my gosh, of course it's another love triangle. And
yes.
did you remember what movie they were watching?
No, I don't. I wonder if we can look it up quickly. Um,
I'm also really bad with old movies, so I probably have no idea. But I would bet that Conrad was arguing for the lead that's more similar to him.
mm,
She loves to put love triangles in it.
yes.
And I have a side thing that I noticed. It was earlier on in, I think it was in episode 1, when Jeremiah and Belly were talking about her major, because she's majoring in sports psychology or
Mhm.
sports psychology or sports therapy, something like that. Um, but I wrote it down because I thought it was a good one. So Belly was saying something about like, oh yeah, if it weren't for my injury, like it's crazy how one choice can end up shaping your whole future. And then Jeremiah says, without it, you wouldn't have found sports psychology. And Belly says, I think I would have. It just would have taken me longer to get there. And I was like, come on, that's so about Conrad. Like, it's so, like, it's like they were always endgame, but whether she stayed with him maybe in like book two or gets together with him later on, like, it was always going to be them. And I feel like that's something since season one. Even their mom would say, like, it was always going to be you and Conrad. So I just
Oh
thought,
my
like,
God, that's so
Jenny's like
perceptive.
putting these right in front of us.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, he's like, you wouldn't have found it, and she's like, I would have. It just would have taken me longer. It's like
Yeah.
it's such a Jeremiah thing to say, and then it's such a good Easter egg for what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Hopefully, who
Hopefully,
knows? Who knows what Jenny
hopefully.
Han is gonna do?
Oh my gosh, yeah, hopefully. Um, okay, let's talk about the crossword uh in the Christmas episode. So you were saying that that's a callback to Jenny Han?
Yes, because the prompt was Jenny Han, like best-selling author Jenny Han, P.S. I blank love you, and it was her book P.S. I still love you. I don't know if
Oh,
that
is
was
that
one
one
of
of
the
the
Summer I
To All
Turned
the
Pretty
Boys?
books, or it's yeah, I think it was to all of the boys.
I think it's To All the Boys. Okay, okay. Oh, I didn't realize it
But
said her and
she wrote still.
Did you notice that Conrad had written still and erased it?
No, stop.
It's
No,
in
I'm gonna
there.
scream.
He
Yeah,
wrote
they're
it, he
so
erased
freaking
it, and then
cute.
she rewrote over.
In
Um,
did she write in pen or was it pencil? I
I
imagine
think
it
it
was
was
pen.
pencil.
But yeah, she still loves him. It was so cute.
And he still loves her.
And he did
So
they did the rest
sweet.
of the crossword, right? He's so dramatic for
Yeah.
erasing it. He's so dramatic. But
Um,
that was a cute like nod to her other books because also the name of this book, I'm pretty sure it's not Summer Without You, and that was Laurel's book in season 2 about Susanna. So there's like a little crossover.
yes, I noticed that too. When I saw the name of Laurel's book, I was like, "Oh, I think this is one of the books about this show." But yeah. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
is that book 3 or is that book 2?
I'm
Do you
pretty
know?
sure that's book 3.
Okay.
It's not Summer Without You, but let me look it up right now, just so we know.
Okay.
Oh my God, I do have something else on Jer. Why did he get You're Losing Me? Why did he get You're Losing Me? Absolutely
I
none.
know. And that was the only Taylor song we got this set of episodes, right?
No, there's a few, I thought.
Really?
Oh, wait, is it the only one?
I was trying to write down the songs as they came up, and I think that was the only
Maybe
one
that was
I
the only
noticed.
one. Yeah, you're right. Oh, also, you're right. It's not Summer Without You was the second book. The
Okay.
third book is We'll Always Have Summer.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Um,
Uh,
the only other song that I wrote down, besides Lacey and You're Losing Me, was I Wish I Hated You by
Hated
Ariana.
You. Oh my gosh, that was perfect for that.
Yeah.
Also the Call Me by Your Name song. I was like, Jenny, you need to go to jail. You
Oh
need to
my
stop.
God. I know. That was so good. And that's
She's
the first
crazy
song
for
that
that.
she and Conrad have together, I think, in this season.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Oh my God, she needs to pay for
What's
my
that song
therapy
called?
bill.
Mystery of Love by Sufjan Stevens.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's the song she gave for Belly and Conrad.
Yes, a great song. Okay, the last Belly Conrad thing I had was that the scene where she falls off the stairs and is on her back. Actually, no, second to last thing. She's on her back looking up and then you see like Conrad's
Mm-hmm.
face hovering above her.
So
That
cute.
so cute and mirrors one scene in To All the Boys I Loved Before, and also mirrors a
Yes.
scene in XO Kitty where so
Oh
the
my
To All the Boys I Loved
gosh.
Before was here,
When
I
she
took a
when she's on
screenshot.
the track.
Yes, when she's on the track and
Oh,
Peter's like,
this is
"Are
so
you good?"
good. Oh,
And
that's
then
so
yeah,
perfect.
I don't remember the XO Kitty scene.
Exo Kitty.
I don't remember
I
when
have
this
no idea.
happened.
I have no idea when she did that. She was so dramatic, so it could have happened any episode. But that's so cute, the parallel. I also, for that scene, I thought it reminded me of The Notebook when they were both laying down, and it was kind
Oh
of
yeah.
like the view above, the if you're a bird, I'm a bird. Well, no, was it if you're a bird, I'm a bird? But it's the one where they were laying in the street in The Notebook.
Oh, I totally forgot about
It
that.
kind of reminded me of that too. But I was just like, of course he would get down and lay with her.
I know.
Like,
He loves her so
it was
much.
so cute. But also, why did she fall like that?
I know. How did she fall? She was like so worried that he had left.
I know. And he was like, nope, I'm still here.
Still here. Oh, and
But
then
yeah,
also in
so
that
cute.
scene, he had very wet hair, and I was wondering if you think that he did that on purpose because he knows that she finds wet hair romantic.
Romantic. That is so true. Maybe. I don't know. I always feel like he just looks like extra hot when they're not together. And I don't know why. Um it's just like the flirty banter between them is so good. Like the one-liners he had in season 2, like when he was like, I thought Coco was your specialty. I was like, he did not need to say that. He did not
That
need to
was
say that.
so diabolical.
And Jeremiah doesn't even know. He has like no idea the references that they have together. But that's a good point. I feel like knowing him, he wouldn't though. He wouldn't do
I
that.
know. That's
Even
true.
no, even though he like loves her, I think he just got out of the shower.
Yeah, fair,
Um,
fair. He would never intentionally try to woo her while she's with
yeah,
Jeremiah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we'll see. I'm kidding.
we'll
We'll see.
see.
I enjoyed every single moment they had. I thought
Yeah.
it was super cute, and also I have Conrad specific things like when he was talking to his friend about July
Mm,
4th. I was like, my heart. July 4th, and he was like, everyone was so happy, so I had to be happy. Um, oh, it shows how he also like always puts people's happiness before his.
yeah.
And I completely forgot that he never told her that he loves her. Even in that painful season 2, like second to last episode where he's like, I thought you knew. That was such a good, like iconic scene for both
That's
of
so
them.
good. So good.
But I just feel like in every single book, like Belly never knew how much he really cared about her, and that's fully on him. Um, but she doesn't even know. She doesn't even
I
know to this day.
know.
It was so sad he was
Also,
reminiscing about it. Like he's down
yeah, and
bad. And
I
he got
love
fired.
I I know, poor Conrad. I loved hearing his recounting of their relationship from his point of view because I feel like we never really got to see that. And
Hmm.
I thought it was really revealing how, in season 2, she tells Susanna that he broke up with her. Um, but it's not really true because he never says anything really. She's just like, if you're not gonna say it, I will. Like,
Hmm.
we're breaking up. You don't want to be with me, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, wait, Belly, wait. And then she's like, no, like, don't even say anything, blah, blah, blah. So, like, technically, he did not break up with her.
Hmm.
But I liked that he admitted that nuance to his friend Agnes, or he was like, technically she broke up with me, but I really laid out all of the groundwork for her to do it. Like it was
Hmm.
definitely on me, even though I wasn't the one. So I loved that very self-aware admittance from him, or admission from
Therapy.
him. Therapy, yes. Conrad post therapy is so great. So
I
yeah, I
know.
really like that. I also loved hearing just everything about the relationship from how it started, like just everything from his point of view. It was so cute.
Hmm. The like you're falling asleep, like how he described falling in love with her. He's like
Beautiful.
it was always there, and then a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 10. Like seeing him be so openly emotional about it was really sweet. But the fact that it's like 4 years later and it's still such a sore spot for him, like he couldn't even tell his therapist that about when he was talking about his best case scenario, that he couldn't even say Belly's name to his therapist. And I was like, oh my gosh,
I
this poor
know.
boy. Yeah. But yeah, I completely forgot about the Christmas moment from the books because I read it 2 years ago. I can't believe 2 years. Like I don't know how anyone else has waited because I truly could not have waited that long. Um, but I thought it was so sweet how he was saying like I just could not spend any time alone with her or I would have told her how I felt. And I feel like that was like a theme before too. Like there were moments where he almost told her like his mom was sick in the first episode, but then he got
Yes.
interrupted by someone. Like he's always felt like very vulnerable and safe with her. And he knows himself. He's like, I can't be around her because I need to respect that, it didn't work out with us and her relationship with my brother. So yeah, I felt bad. Conrad was really annoying at so many times, but end of season 2, I felt so bad when he was like sliding down the wall listening to Exile. I was like, oh,
Yes, at the motel. Oh,
like, and they just lost their mom weeks ago. I was like, Bella, you're evil. You're evil.
I
Why'd you do
know.
this?
Poor Conrad.
I know.
Okay. The last topic I wanted to talk about was Steven and Taylor, which we haven't really spent any time
Oh my
on.
gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
First of all, I love Steven's like Korean Gen Z haircut.
Thank God. Some people were hating on it, and I was like, I think it looks
Really?
better.
I think it looks
Yeah,
better.
and it's
And I think
cute.
there's some sort of perm situation going on.
Yeah, and it makes sense. Like he would go to college and be like, let me change my look up, you know.
Like
And
really
also Taylor looks
embrace
cute
this
without the
Korean.
bangs. I
I
feel like
love
she's
Taylor
looking
without
good,
the bangs. Yes. Love her without the bangs.
but I can't believe like the whole cheating thing. Like it makes sense for their characters, honestly, because like she's very like protective of herself since the beginning of how they started. And I feel like Steven is just like he'll do whatever she wants, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, but it makes me sad because they have really great chemistry together. Like you can see they have small, sweet moments together too, but then they're just like in each other's way. So when she was going to tell him like she broke up with Davis, I felt so bad. Like her face just dropped. But I get it because Steven was like, this is a sign from the universe. I literally got hit by a car when we were fighting. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a feeling because I don't know what's gonna happen with them because this wasn't in the books as far as I remember. I have a feeling there might be something with his coworker. Like the coworker,
Yeah. They're
she
keeping
there's
her
no
in there
reason she
for a
should be
reason.
that hot. Like she's
Yeah.
gorgeous. I'm like they're not gonna invest in an actress that's that gorgeous if they're not gonna have a whole like she took her glasses off and her hair was down and she was beautiful the whole time. Like I feel like there's gonna be a moment like that. But I don't know how I feel about that because I do like Steven and Taylor. So we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. I think I was really surprised by their cheating plot line. I guess I was not surprised that Taylor was cheating on someone with Steven, but I was
Yeah.
surprised that Steven was cheating on someone with Taylor because I feel like he's
Mm-hmm.
always been like pretty morally grounded as
Yeah.
a character. And yeah, so that did kind of surprise me, but yeah, I think it's totally fair for him after his car accident to be like, I need to finally let you go. Especially because he doesn't know how she was feeling at the time. But yeah, I agree. I hope they find their way back to each other. They're really sweet.
Yeah.
Um, but I would also understand if Steven moves on with someone else.
Yeah. Let's see. Because it could also be like an example of like a cycle that doesn't work. And they use it as a comparison with like Belly and Jeremiah or Belly and Conrad.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I really don't know. That's a big unknown for me. But I'm glad at least like if there's no more moments between them this season, that they had like a lot of cute moments this past 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But I feel like they didn't get closure, so I feel like there's probably gonna be more. Taylor's a much better friend now. That's one more note I wrote. Like season 3, she's like at the hospital with Belly, and like she's telling Belly when she's not prioritizing herself, and she's being codependent in her relationship. So I really like that character growth from her, because season 1 I was like, this is a horrible friend. Like why is she
Yeah.
friends with this girl? And it started to get a lot better in the last season, but I love that growth. But I also loved when she told off Jeremiah when
I
they were
loved
like
that
outside.
scene so much. And at the same time, I also love that Jeremiah called out Taylor for also cheating, and like he was like, "Oh, now
Mm-hmm.
you care about like loyalty to a partner."
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that it's so true that like when the tables are turned back on you, you're like, "Oh, wait. Whoa, yeah, I'm doing the same thing." But she was so comfortable like telling off Jeremiah so strongly, and then she was like, "Whoa, I need to check myself. I'm also doing that."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that moment. She was kind of like the president of the Jelly fan club. So for her to have this moment, I think was so telling. But then of course, she saw how vulnerable Belly was, and she was like, if you're gonna get back together with him, just do it. Like I don't know what Belly would have done if she didn't say that. I feel like that kind of gave her like the seal of approval from her best friend. But I love that
Yeah.
she was the one to call Conrad, and Conrad was like, I'm gonna talk to someone, and then he helps her get a better doctor. I was just like, Taylor's right there. Like Taylor, he's a
Yes.
better choice for her. He
Literally
makes things happen.
another example of Jeremiah waiting for Belly to tell him what to do, and Conrad just taking care of business.
Exactly. I feel like Steven's definitely Team Conrad, which we saw last season.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that pans out. But I don't even know. Will Steven find out that Jeremiah cheated? Like, I don't know how that's gonna look.
He
And we still have to
better.
talk about the fact that Jeremiah proposed, because that's crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah, wait, I can't believe we didn't talk about that. That proposal was psychotic. He didn't even get
Uh-huh.
down on one knee. Like, what is going on?
Yeah. No, he didn't get down on a knee. At least in the book, he had a ring. So he didn't even have a ring for her. But Belly and I are getting married. I love that. But yeah, and she knew. The fact she knew what he was gonna say, I was like, any normal person would have been shocked. Especially like, I guess not any normal person, but knowing their backgrounds, like where they are in the US too, it's not normal for people to get married in college. So for
Yeah.
her, the fact that she was already like, yes, like I already know my answer, I was like, girl, you're embarrassing me. Stop.
Yeah, I would have been
So
like, what the fuck?
I would be like, stop, please, like stand up right now, please.
That reminds me, did you
But
watch How I Met Your Mother?
yes,
That scene where Robin thinks Ted is proposing to her, but he's not. They just like accidentally got someone else's ring, and she's like, "No,
yeah.
no, 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 Ted, you can't do this to me. No, no, no." And he's
And
like,
he counts
"What?"
it. He counts the amount of no's.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how it should have been. That's how Belly should have reacted. But and
Yes.
after he cheated, like after you found out he cheated on you, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. Like this, that's
No.
so crazy. They're not ready for the fallout, which there's gonna be fallout.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think the
Uh,
reactions are gonna be? Like, how do you think Conrad will react? How do you think Taylor and Laurel will react to?
Conrad will kind of just like shut down and like pretend and just be like, "Congrats, Jer," whatever. But inside he'll be obviously like super sad. If he finds out about the cheating, he's gonna fucking punch Jeremiah in the face, and I'm ready for
Yeah.
it. Um,
Yes.
I think actually I saw a trailer for season 3 when Laurel is reacting to finding out about the proposal, and she's like, "You're way too young to do this," or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I think that's a very logical reaction, and that is the reaction she should have. I feel like Taylor will all I hope that everyone in their life is like, why? Like, what are you doing and why?
Yeah. I think maybe the only person who would be supportive is Taylor, but just because she's like, that's my best friend, if that's what she wants, like, I'll be there for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Steven's gonna be also, I feel like, a big voice, like, what are you doing? Like, he doesn't even know about the cheating, but I
I
think he has
know.
already been concerned about the relationship, so I can so see him saying something. So the doctor
There's enough.
scene, it was very much Grey's Anatomy, like the first day of work when she was like, "Don't ask me stupid questions," like blah blah blah. I was like, "This is just borrowing Grey's Anatomy right now."
Yeah, so true.
The the only last thing I put is, oh yeah, when Belly was upset about Jeremiah cheating, and she was like, now, like, how am I gonna go to Cousins this summer? Like, I have a part-time job there, but I can't do it because Jeremiah. And then, I can't go to Susanna's memorial anymore because of Jeremiah. And I was just like, no, like, you should still do these things, even if, especially the memorial. Why would you not go when it has nothing to do with this? I was just like seeing her kind
Yeah.
of like her world revolves around him. Which is just, I really hope we get that growth from Belly this season, which I feel like will be hard because she's literally engaged now and it's all gonna be about him. But yeah, I really want us to have that moment because I feel like I do have like a love-hate relationship with Belly too, where I'm like, you keep doing these crazy things and I can't justify it, Queen. I'm sorry. Like
I
making out
know.
with your ex-boyfriend's brother on his car wearing his sweatshirt. I have nothing to say to that,
No,
truly.
literally. I know. I also have a love-hate relationship with Belly. Um, but yeah, I'm still rooting for her, and I hope I hope she finds happiness, and I hope it's not with Jeremiah.
Me too. But I hope she doesn't choose herself only. Like, please, please, Jenny Han, please don't make that the ending that we're not expecting because we're also expecting that. Don't choose
Literally,
yourself.
I will riot.
I was gonna riot end of season 2 when she was like, the future's unclear, but it's still mine. I'm like, Jenny,
I
girl,
know.
please.
Sometimes so
No.
cringe.
Exactly. But yeah, those are all my notes, but I'm really excited. Um, do you know when episodes come out? Is it every Monday or is there a specific
It's
day?
every Wednesday, I believe.
Every Wednesday. Okay.
Yes.
That's gonna go until like basically the end of the summer, I think, because it'll be 10 episodes.
Yeah, it's 11 episodes this time.
Oh, yay! Okay, good. And I hope one of the episodes longer. Because,
Yeah,
well,
I hope so too.
maybe it doesn't need to be longer. We'll see. But there's a lot that's gonna happen. I just hope there's not a filler episode because I feel like kind of the arcade episode last
Yes.
season was a filler, and there were a lot of cute moments where it showed like her relationships with the boys. But I felt
Mhm.
like that was a filler episode, and then when they like stayed overnight in the golf course, I was just like, I'm not
Oh, that
getting
episode
anything
was
out of
so
this.
stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. But then they came back and their house was empty, and I was like, oh, see, we'll see. Maybe I need to reread the book. Or I kind of want to just be surprised because it has been a while and I'm like being surprised by what's going on. But I'm surprised at how much I also remembered. But Belly and Jeremiah never having sex in the books is a big deal. So that one I was really like,
Huge difference.
so I don't know what Jenny Han's cooking up, but I'm excited. These are my summer plans for the rest of the summer.
Awesome. Well, at the end of every Binge Yap Repeat episode, we generally rate the season, but I guess we can do ratings of the season so far. So Aliana, what would you rate the season so far?
I would rate it, I'd say 9 so far. I'm really happy with it, but I need my girls to have more of a backbone. So that's the only reason I'm saving that last point. What about you?
I was also gonna give it a 9 or maybe a 9.5. I thought
Yeah.
I for some reason anytime there's a new season of a show that I love, I'm always afraid it's just gonna feel different and like I'm gonna notice that it's a completely new season shot in a different year. But I thought it flowed so well and the little details in the show were amazing. I'm really enjoying it so far. My emotions were so strong watching both of the episodes. So yeah, 9.5 I would say. Yeah.
That's a I would also agree that 9.5, the point 5 for the music alone, because Lacey, if Lacey wasn't in it, we would have had an issue for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's one of the best parts of the show too, is that they invest so much in the music for
Yes.
each episode. So I'm excited to see what the next Taylor reference is.
Yeah, me too. Okay, and our last segment is called Binge in Progress, where we just talk about the other media we're consuming, other TV shows we're watching, if you're reading any good books. So, Alyana, what are you binging right now?
Because I was on vacation, I'm behind on Love Island. So I'm watching the last episode of Love Island now. That's the last thing I started watching. And is there anything else? Nothing else right now, but I want to watch that new show that I saw you have an episode like K-pop Hunters or something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
K-pop Demon Hunters. It's a movie.
it's a movie. Well, I really want to watch that next because it looked interesting. But I need something soon because Love Island has been consuming my life the past 6 weeks. So yeah, I need something soon. But I'm definitely gonna watch the Beyond the Villa too. Like even though it kind of looks really like planned, I still love the cast from last season, so I'm gonna watch that for sure.
Me too. Oh, fun.
What about you?
Um, I just started this new show called We Were Liars, which actually
Oh, I
has
watched it.
kind of. Oh, you did? Okay, okay. I
Yeah,
think I'm on episode 4 or something. It's like
yeah,
kind of The Summer I Turned Pretty meets like dark mystery.
mystery. Yeah, I love the vibes of it. I don't feel anything for the characters, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Like, I think
they're all
just
pretty hateable.
they're all hateable, and which I think matches the premise of the show. But I do remember it was really popular in like the 2010s, and I never read it. It's like been
Mm,
on my list for a while. But
yeah,
I definitely am not as attached as I am to like The Summer I Turned Pretty.
me too. Um, awesome. Well, Aliana, thank you so, so much for being a guest on this episode. Your insights were so valuable because I've never read the book before, and you pay such close attention when you watch the show. So thank you so much. Yappers probably gonna do the finale as well, or probably just like the whole season after the finale comes out. But if you want a season midpoint episode, also let us know. Open to doing that. I
I'll
haven't
do
asked
it.
Aliana about this ahead of
I
ahead of
bought a
time.
mic for this, so I'm down. Let me know.
Great. Awesome. Well, Aliana, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Shalini.
Thanks for yapping with us. If you loved this episode, have some hot takes we missed, or if you've got a show you're dying for us to binge next, follow us on socials. We're at Binge Yap Repeat.
Until next time, happy binging!